It's Radix Sports Time. Hi, everybody. I'm your host, Tony Lanza.
And I'm Dawn Church, your co-host, the only class act on the staff. Today we have a special show with only one story.
Yeah, right. We took our minicams up to Lake Placid to shoot on the bobsled track with Team USA. It was a test of the GoPro and Contour cameras.
And the ingenuity of shooter Stephen Bell and patience of producer Jerry Poller. Stay with us.
A few years ago, we did a story on bobsledding and asked the U.S. Olympic team for some point-of-view footage. And this is what they gave us. These are great shots, but all they gave us was 16.5 seconds of footage. We asked for more, but this was all they had. So we made a promise to ourselves. We're going to shoot more of these shots and do it better. This is the story and how we went about it.
Low-cost, high-definition mini cameras are changing the way the world looks at action sports. We tested the GoPro Hero and Contour Roam cameras and their mounting systems at the Olympic Training Facility in Lake Placid. It was an old-fashioned shootout, and our accomplice was the U.S. bobsled team.
That's right. We knew we'd need a helmet shot to get a feel for the speed and brute force of this gravity sport. We shot this one with a GoPro Hero. We also wanted to look at the driver bouncing around on the sled as it careens down the track. The Contour, with its lower profile, was the camera of choice for this angle. those are the two basic shots, but we felt we needed more to tell the full story. How could we capture the combination of strength, agility, lightning fast reactions, and unshakable nerves needed to succeed in a race where winning is measured in hundredths of a second? Our first step was talk to people who are involved with the sport.
We're going to put one of those little mini cams in the sled tomorrow and try and get some point of view shots.
Yeah, I think
you're bouncing more than this. It's amazing how solid it is. That's the same sled, right?
Yep, that's that one right there.
And he's in there.
Well, that's not really the shot that I want.
Well, that you're going to get the shot you get.
I didn't come all the way up here and spend all this time to get the shot that everybody else has.
Yeah, well, hey, nobody has it.
No, you saw he had it. I mean, they're showing it around. That's a shot that's on the internet. Everybody has. I don't want the shot that everybody has.
You don't have the budget to get the shot either. So.
At this point, it's not a question of budget. It's just a question of where the hell do we put the camera to get a different shot.
And when you put yours on the top of your helmet?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
Looking out.
Right. But if I put it on the front of the helmet, it's actually down like that. Take your hat off for a second. Wow, look at all that hair. Yeah.
Turn it on so we can see. You don't look like anything.
Well, that's what it looks like.
Has to be further away.
That's even further away. There's no way I'm going to get that.
Yeah. Would be a good place to mount the camera if we wanted to see the driver's face going
That's what
down.
I was trying to think about. But you wouldn't want it in the way, so you're thinking maybe a little bit off to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're trying to be really aerodynamic, so we're just peeking out of the sled, so you wouldn't want it right here.
The companies that we were filming for, they had the suction cup mount right here on the side of the sled. And
2 turns in, right?
2 turns in, it just fell right off.
Now, who was that? Which big major network was that?
His name is Brian Berghorn.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say.
Okay, well, we're gonna take the fifth on that one, huh?
Yes.
I do remember, though, the PR guy who was working that gave up and decided, yeah, you guys can put the suction on there. Let her fly. It flew!
Yeah. I think it had a suction cup mount, and then it was...
We put tape around.
It was taped.
You mean duct tape didn't do the job?
No, it was gaffer tape.
Gaffer tape, okay. Not duct tape.
Yep.
And
couldn't tell anything, really.
You know, right in under here by the blades.
No.
No.
these will do that
On
all
here?
the way down the track. These runners rock back and forth a little bit as you go in and out of the curves, and then it steers. You know, so.
I see the bungee cord. Yeah.
But as long as it doesn't hit the camera and knock it off.
Well, I'm not putting the camera there.
I'll put a camera there.
How can you do that?
Is
that what you want to put on?
I think that would be an awesome shot.
You know, the other thing, too, is I don't know if you guys have considered anything inside the sled and
we'll drill a hole.
watch him drive the sled.
Mm-hmm.
Corey's got his own GoPro and he plays around with it from time to time. And he had it mounted in one spot, facing back at the D rings.
Right. That's what I'm thinking.
Being able to see how he drives.
People don't think that you drive this such a thing, so you kind of jump in and let nature do its thing. That's not the case at all.
Well, you put your feet out and steer, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Everyone just thinks back to the old flexible flyers.
Just if we lose the contact with the vibration, and the GoPro will turn itself off, either lose electricity.
No. I ran mine right here and it made it all the way down.
And it made it all the way down?
It was just dark, you couldn't see it until it finished. So.
Okay.
It definitely won't shut off. It makes it look a lot rougher, so that's good.
After the camera angles were figured out, it was time to face up to the difficult questions. How can we get the cameras into those positions without damaging the sled, killing the driver, destroying the equipment, or ruining the shot?
You got a cushioned seat in there.
Oh yeah, I get the comfort seat. Nice and padded, relaxing.
Just driving the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds kind of.
This is.
Oh, okay.
It's not as boxy as it is.
No, it's not too bad.
The adhesive mounts, they say it takes 20 to 24 hours to set, and then once it's on, and you have to scrape it off.
So with the GoPro ones, you can heat them up and peel them off.
All these things, put a little hot gun on them.
Okay, I mean, you got,
It's the same idea.
It's probably the
Angle 1 is easy to figure. Helmet cam shops are stock in trade of these new mini cams. Still, you'll never know.
That'd be good if you got it.
Camera.
Oh,
feed.
that. Look at that.
You want on the turn 10?
Such a that. So you get the horizon. I like that shot. And you already have a mount on your helmet?
I'm gonna need a mount. I kind of destroyed that helmet yesterday.
So you need a mount.
You need a new helmet.
New helmet, right?
Yeah, new helmet.
We use the GoPro suction mount and the extender arm to set the camera a little higher than a helmet allows. We wanted to see a little further down the track.
The reverse angle, looking back at the driver, is a little trickier. You can't block his view even a little bit, and you don't want to mess with the aerodynamics.
Oh, that would be cool. I think this would be an awesome shot.
As long as we don't damage the paint and stuff.
What does that look like?
Well, you know, without a head in there.
Yep, getting in.
Oh, I see what you're saying now.
But you're not going to see USA.
Well, you ain't going to see it anyway. Well, you have to be down here to see it like this.
Okay.
You can see the letters. This thing.
It can be where it is now.
Yeah,
What?
Oscar's fine.
That's fine. Okay, we'll put it right there.
Say mid-S.
We asked Corey if he had a clear visor so we could see his eyes, but he prefers a dark tint.
Right.
Underneath,
Facing forward.
You could see a lot of the action of
That's
the,
true. The suspension.
the runner, coming up on the curve.
And the runner's not going to come up and hit it?
No.
Finding a safe spot on the underside that gives a dramatic picture takes a little more
You'll
thought.
see the curves coming up,
That would be cool.
and then you'll get them out. I think that's a good shot. That's a nice shot.
Now, what if we put it on top? What would that give us? Right where it is now, or
It just saves the bump.
I think from out here, you're going to see more.
down there would be
action.
more
The runner,
dramatic, yeah.
the shoes and all that.
Great, yeah, okay. That's, if it's not gonna interfere with the sled, I'll take the risk with the camera. That's okay.
Right at the very end of that plastic piece. Right on the very tip is where I taped it to. Yeah.
The trickiest shot is inside the sled.
It's going to hold it unless we used.
It's dark in the sled, and we also had to mount the light.
It starts bouncing around, this thing will fall, and you don't want it flopping around in there.
Duct tape it
In
in like
front
that.
of or behind the camera?
All the way up in the nose.
Yeah.
Looking back.
We want to show how Corey steers while we see his viewpoint and the sled runners barreling down the track.
Camera will be here. Light will be behind it, looking at the hands. Had a pretty good shot if it's got the same angle.
Mm-hmm.
And you taped it there, so you got the mount there already. So.
I just taped it down. I didn't even put a mount on.
Don't move that much. What you saying?
Well, I ran mine off here, and it was a great view. But you need light. Take a few extra seconds.
Not gonna work.
So if you, duct tape, you can actually get in behind these here. It holds my whole sled together.
That's a lot of sleds together.
It's not moving.
Nah, but it's just a stick it on.
That's
You
the
need a
goal.
heat gun?
It's amazing.
You need a heat gun?
Think that's gonna come off from the sled? No.
Yeah, we got a heat gun.
You got a heat gun?
Yeah, put the camera in. There's long strip, front, back, and then big strips on the bottom to hold it in place.
You're a quality grip guy. There's the man.
No, I don't think that's going anywhere.
Well, you can get in there and touch them on.
GoPro's charged up, right?
Well, that's the other thing. We want to make sure that we got enough juice, enough batteries. You want to put some fresh batteries in your GoPro tonight?
Steven, batteries of the GoPro charged? Is it
They charged, ready to go. You want to put some fresh ones in there?
For what?
For the
GoPro?
We're gonna leave it in here tonight?
Yeah.
I'm going to put it in the sled right now.
We put in a sled. This room it's locked up.
Okay, that's no problem.
It's cold too.
Grinding. They get cold.
Well, it's not going to get cold tomorrow, unfortunately.
No, it's 40s tomorrow.
Yeah. 40 and raining, that's not going to stop you from running.
Well, they're inside.
Unless it's dumping rain, we should be okay.
The next day was as forecast, drizzly, warm. The track was ready, and so were we.
The planning was done. It was time for the runs. Twice down the ice track, 2 angles on the first run, 3 on the second. 5 minutes of video after 5 months of planning.
With the A team on the World Cup circuit in Europe, the rest of Team USA is competing in North America and training back home. We're getting our shots on these practice runs at one of 2 Olympic-scale bobsled tracks in the U.S.
Driver Corey Butner and his brakeman, Adam Blanford, prep the sleds and start the cameras rolling. We're shooting the reverse angle and a steering shot this time. All systems are go for the first of 2 runs.
After the first run, crew and sled are trucked back to the top while the other bobsled and skeleton athletes practice. It gives them time to get focused for their second training run of the day. A lot of work goes into 1 minute of intense activity. All this intensity begs for some comic relief.
Better than you do. Oh, yes, she does.
There's water on the track, right?
Yeah, there's no cover on the braking switch. The cover's just wide open, so we're just hitting rain when we get out. All right, it's all you. Gonna put the GoPro.
All right, which we're gonna start on.
Let me wipe it real quick.
Yeah, as far as
We're good.
That's right.
Camera's still on them.
Going up curve 19.
What's the speed at this point?
20.
We're just bounding around. Each head does move.
We got it.
Let's go down there.
Camera's still there.
All right, you saw the footage, outstanding footage, and it's a whole new way of shooting, actually getting inside the tunnel of the bobsled run up at Mount Hovenberg. Jerry, what What motivated you to get those shots? What did it?
Well, it's all these new cameras that have come around. The minicam, the GoPro, the Contour really gives you the ability to do something new with them. But we really wanted to try and tell a story with it and not just show a beauty shot, not just to show high action, because if all these new equipment, if all it lets you do is show eye candy, then it's really not going to last.
Yeah, I really liked the technical shot where we saw the guy inside steering, then we saw it on the rudder, and then we had going right down the track. I think that was pretty amazing. And, you know, I've been up to Mount Hovenberg, and all I've really ever seen is that one split second when it goes by you, and there's so much going on. But, Stephen, as somebody who's the head videographer of Radix Sports, I mean, you've photographed or videography with tennis, golf, all kinds of sports, especially with skiing and extreme sports. Are you a little concerned that camera is going to replace you?
In some ways, yes. In some ways, we look around on the slopes today. You'll see a number of these cameras on the kids, or even some adults are wearing them. So we use them as a tool. There's another POV. You know,
POV?
Yeah, point of view.
Point of view. Everybody's got their own personal POV today. You know, it used to be like opinions. Everybody had an opinion, but now we've got
POV.
POV. I just hope our viewers, and I hope you folks out there don't see it so much as just the nuts and bolts. I really looked at it. I felt like I was watching Orange County choppers, you know, in snow. I mean, especially when Jerry and Steven started to fight over where the camera went and who the camera, he just walked away and said, increase your budget and you'll get the shot that you want. I think that's fabulous. So I would say, my suggestion, the only thing I could add to it is, Steven, next week, pick up a tripod and just throw it at somebody. And I know I'll have a hit. Listen, there's more coming your way from Radix Sports, so don't go anywhere.
That's all for this show. We hope you enjoyed it. For Radix Sports, I'm Dawn Church.
And I'm Tony Lanza. See you next time.
Radix Sports is an Insight Media production. It was produced by Jerry Poller. Stephen Bell is the videographer-in-chief. Radix Sports theme music is by Evan Lucas and Mac.
You can see more Radix Sports videos 24/7, 365. They're on the Radix Sports channel on YouTube. Check it out. Follow us on Facebook for news about our shoots, the athletes we cover, and a heads up on all our new videos, hot off the computer.
Mm-hmm.